Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 50 between the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the inline, so it'll come out to the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 62 yards.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, you know, Coach, they can't guard the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. This week going against second to last in the pass defense area. Good for him. For Leonard Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Yards to go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Santos on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll run. It's Miller. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Well, they needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field. But, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 43-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down, Panthers.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
A big play there for the Panthers. 41 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Broncos 3.
He's going to air one out. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This ball complete to Rager. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
The 31-yard line.
McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and the run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll roll him out right. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Carolina.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, and trying to erase this deficit. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up second.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Line of scrimmage.
Back to throw again. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Justin Simmons.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
A 54-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime here. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. They'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 35-yard line.
throw's going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to his running back, Vaughn. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Again, he targets Judy, and this time the catch made. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
38-yard line.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert, and I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now a run with McCaffrey, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
And the Panther 1st down.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
It looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Give it some. Give it some.
Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 14 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll look to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up third.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now to Denver. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swing, slant.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Draymond Jones drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Powers through. That'll be caught. Rager with it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt. I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Broncos on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And that will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 20. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Denver's offense ready to go again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And Jones has it over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll find Vaughn complete out of the backfield. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Panthers 8-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Fighting through pressure toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
That escapes the sack, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Derek Brown in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Santos with the extra point. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And that is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are in the field?
He'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The 6. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Out of the end zone.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. To throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brings up fourth and goal.
Now down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Panthers are going to win the football game. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in